That's an absolutely awesome ride. One end of the country to the other on a tandem. In was it just over 2 days?
Something like that, yes. I think it was 58 hours in total, I think.
Yeah.
Why? Good grief. Why? Well, it's really great, isn't it, to, as a kind of ordinary person, you know, not a superstar, not an Olympian, something like this, to take on an extraordinary challenge and just see whether you can do it. And in all honesty, that's what it was all about, is could I do something, you know, going from, you know, being a bit of an average cyclist to do something as extreme as that. That was the goal.
I know, but you're not really an average cyclist, are you, Dom? You've done, I would say, crazy things in the past?
Yeah, so it's a continuation of a journey. So my first triathlon was an Ironman triathlon. My first bike race was an ultra-endurance bike race. My first mountain bike race was a single-speed event in the Pyrenees. So, yeah, you're right. It's a continuation on that journey, but God, it's a great buzz to take on these just crazy things and see if you can find another one to do. So.
I was going to say, but this one was one hell of a journey.
It was Land's End, John O'Groats, 832 miles non-stop on a tandem. I'd never ridden a tandem before, so the uniqueness about this one wasn't just about riding a bike, it was also about riding a tandem, which until a year or so ago I'd never ridden before, so that was the fun of that one. So
I can say, and it didn't really go to plan, because just 6 hours into the ride, you weren't very well, were you? Which sort of scuffed a little bit.
I was throwing up a little bit, it has to be said, yes. That's the joys of sports nutrition, isn't it? And, you know, when you try something you maybe shouldn't have tried and it makes you a bit unwell. But, you know, these are all just problems to manage. So, you feel sick, it's just feeling sick. You just got to work out what to do, fix that problem, move on to the next one.
Was that the lowest point for you, or were there other low points?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think that was the lowest, because that early on to be thinking I may have to quit, when you've got a team of 9 fantastic people, because this isn't just about us riding the bike, it's a team activity. It involves the two of us happen to be riding the bike, but actually it's everyone else that comes along with it. So yeah, that was the low point, thinking I'm going to let everybody down.
And high points for you, apart from finishing, or as well as finishing?
High points are coming down the hill from Chepstow on the road towards Monmouth, the most beautiful sweet set of curves, and just flowing around on this beautiful bike we'd been lent by JD Tandems. That's what it was all about. That was just exquisite spiritual cycling heaven.
I can say that was one hell of a test ride that you had on the JD Cycles Tandem. Are you going to buy it?
At a shade short of £12,000, it's slightly out of my price range, I have to admit. But they are a fantastic business, and I've been lucky enough to be test riding some of their other bikes and things, and it's just great fun trying these different bikes and seeing how they work and seeing what you can put them through. And an 832 mile test ride is a pretty good way of doing that. So.
Do you think this is going to be unfinished business?
Yes.